Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today. I'm Danny from The Glittered Rose. Today I want to have a look at the differences between a $30 stamp platform or stamp press and a $130 one. I think sometimes if we can choose something a little bit budget friendly, it's a great help in the long run. So I'm going to have a look at what the difference is between the two. One was stamped with a Misti and the other was stamped with a $30 tool. Same with, no, with this one, I chose the $30 tool to make my card. So if you're interested to see if you really need to spend that much money on a stamping platform or a precision tool, be sure to keep watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and if you've got any comments or questions, please leave them down below. Thanks for watching. Okay, so I thought we'd look at two very similar precision stamp tools. We'll start with the Misti, everybody knows and loves. It's a fantastic tool. It's got foam on the bottom and then foam on the top. I think it came with 1 or 2 magnets and I covered them with washi tape. It's been well loved. And then I thought we'd have a look at the Stamp Master precision tool. Okay. It does feel cheaper, I'm not gonna lie. But it feels like it would do a very, very similar job. The hinges aren't as nice. See, these have got hinges here in the corner and the edges. These are just sort of plastic ones. Plastic cover is nice and heavy. The foam comes out. I think it looks like it would be a really good option. We're going to test it. So I thought to test it, what we'll do is we will start with something's happened to my board and it won't sit right. Maybe if I bring it over, might be a bit better. Don't know what's happened. Okay, so I thought we'll start off with a half letter size piece of cardstock because I'm going to stamp a large stamp. I've already primed this stamp. It's by Pink Fresh and it's called Artistic Dahlias. So we'll just get that position. The great thing about these is that you can position it on your cardstock and then get the lid to pick it up. Just do that. We're going to be using the same ink for both tests. Same cardstock, same stamp, just to test the difference. I've gone in with VersaFine. I love this ink pad. I think it's a tried and true ink pad. Gives a nice clear impression. It dries quickly. I think you can do everything with it too. It's a pigment, perfect for watercolors. So, whoops. I dropped that ink pad a bit just here. I'll clean that up. I don't want a big blob on my cardstock. Oops. I'm sorry about the noise. And we will ink this. Oh, we'll stamp this. The great thing about having this, held down by magnets is that you can easily re-ink this if it doesn't stamp perfectly the first time. I think that's quite lovely, but there's some areas in here which I think could use just a little bit more ink just in there. I have had a different brand platform before, and that was by Tim Holtz. I didn't particularly like it. I have found my Misti to be much better. So I wanted to see what the $30 Stamp Master would be like in comparison to the $135 Misti. Mum kindly lent me her Stamp Master so I could test. Okay, that looks like it's probably pretty good. Yep, perfect. All right, so that's stamped nicely. Now for we'll whip this one off, the Misti, and we'll set up the Stamp Master. Okay. And we will ink it up in the same manner. I'm not sure about you, but when I got into this hobby, I fell into the trap that a lot of us falls into, that we need the best of everything and we need everything of everything. And I've come to realize that cheaper options definitely probably just as good. Okay, it definitely felt different when it went down. It's got a grid. It's like it's been laser etched, so it's got a laser. I wonder if you could flip it around. It's got a laser grid on it, so it's not as smooth to smooth this. Not that I think that matters. Ah, looks. You know what? I don't need to stamp that again. I might just stamp it again just so it evens up, but I think that worked just as beautifully. It feels different. It's like there's more resistance when you put the lid down, which makes me wonder if a tool like this is really necessary because there's actually that pressure onto the piece of paper when you press it down. And that's it there. I think that answers my question. I think they look just as lovely as each other. I would say I don't particularly think that this stamp is very clear. It's probably not the best. best stamp to utilize, but well, it's all right. Okay, so I'm going to clean this and I'll be back. So this is the card finished and I'm really happy with it. I've gone with a slimline card. I think it's very pretty. I used Pink Fresh Studios Blanket Stitch Slimline bases. I die cut that out for the large one and then twice for the small one in cardstock and the other in pop-up foam by Spellbinders. And then I laid it all on. Die cut out my flowers and just arranged them to how I thought it looked right. I popped my congratulations on, which has been gold foiled, and then just embellished it with some Pink Fresh Studio gold metallic pearls. I did start off with a white base and ink blended it in the mango sorbet. These are the colours that I've used in the card: sage, spruce tips, sweet mustard, marigold, mango sorbet. Oh, I've done those. So, okay, so for this one, we're going to do the outline, do layered stamping. We'll start with the outline. We might just compare the roses on each. Just do one rose for each platform. See how we go. Stamp that. Oh, look at that. That's stamped perfectly. Gorgeous. Pop that aside. And then we get the next layer. We'll line this up. Need to try and work out which way it goes. Just bring those magnets up a bit further. Put that colour on. Might do that again. That looks nice. We'll go in with the third colour. Tend to find the shape where you think it would go and then do that. All right. We'll go in with Puffy Heart now. I will say that the lid is definitely not easy to pick up in comparison to the Misti. Misti is much easier. There you go. It's looking pretty good. Now, I haven't preconditioned these stamps, so the Misti might have a little bit of an edge. Okay. All right. We'll go with purple wine. Finish this one off. And there we go. That's the rose finished. I'm just going to make the second rose off camera along with a couple of leaves, and I'll make the card and I'll be back. Okay, so now I'm back with my finished card with the layered flowers. I think it's gorgeous. I'll run through what I did. So I 3D embossed Spellbinder cardstock with the large peacock fans by Couture Creations, which is another great budget-friendly embossing folder. And I thought that looked very Art Deco-ish, so I wanted a nice, deep, rich colour, so I went with the dark blue. And then I topped it with some solar paste, which is golden hour, which I just think it looks so lovely. So I just put it on here and there, varying thicknesses. I think it looks arty and decadent, perfect for the Art Deco look. The sentiment is better pressed using Spellbinder's Always and Forever sentiment strips, which I think is fantastic. All right. Thank you for joining me today. I think I've proven that you don't need a $130 stamping duvet. I think a $30 stamping platform works perfectly. So if I never ever need to replace my Misties, I'll be replacing it with something like this. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Bye.